Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Click Podcast. Azar Salesman.
We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away.
It smelled like wet dog. We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Click Podcast. They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away. So stay woke, stay fresh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point and Click Podcast Super Bowl Sunday edition. Dun. Who gives a fuck about sports? And I'm here with Czar Salesman.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hope you guys are having a wonderful week. We're here to talk about how the Patriots are gonna beat the Rams because they always do. Those are the two teams, right?
I have no idea. I don't
Okay.
know why you're fucking
just-
asking me. When
I
I'm getting
just-
no shit.
I just know LA has a new team called the Rams, and no one gives a fuck about it.
Nobody gives. Is it the Patriots?
I think so, dude.
I
Who
think so
cares,
because I
man?
keep hearing something about Tom Brady.
Fucking Brady Bunch. I'm more excited about the hot dudes in chat. So what's up, Cox Johnson and everybody in chat? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you guys for joining me. It's been a very eventful week for video game news and all kinds of other stuff happening. What is this Mr. Beast you were talking about before the podcast? You said that something about the Super Bowl and Mr. Beast?
Yeah, okay. So since you don't know, I'll just give you a quick rundown of who he is. He's a YouTuber that sort of got himself popularized the YouTube videos where it's like, oh, donating X thousands of dollars to X streamer, where
Okay.
he would go on to Twitch on certain streams, sometimes like nobody streams and sometimes popular streams, and donate like thousands of dollars to see reactions, like lots of thousands of dollars.
And it's for real money. He's just had,
And it's for real money.
Okay.
And he would, record it and record their reactions and make the YouTube video. So obviously the YouTube ad revenue and the views that you get from those kind of videos makes up for the thousands of dollars you're spending on the, Twitch
Yeah.
person or
No,
stuff like
for
that.
sure, for sure. Yeah.
And it made him pretty popular, but he's done like lots of other cool videos. Like he's just a interesting YouTuber that does a lot of stuff, used money to get where he is in sort of a sense. He's been extremely smart with his YouTube channel and how he grows and stuff like that. Well, one of the other things he did was, of course, jump on the whole PewDiePie versus T-Series meme
yeah.
that's going on.
Which, by the way, as we're speaking right now, PewDiePie has 300,000 people watching him play Fortnite.
Yep, on YouTube,
Yeah.
streaming. So he went around doing this campaign about subscribe to PewDiePie, and I'm talking buying out billboards in his hometown
Oh shit!
and buses and vans to run advertisements for PewDiePie.
Wow, dude.
And we don't know if it was a meme or if he really has done something for the Super Bowl. So
Wow.
I mean, it would be an insane amount of money to purchase any, like, I think it's like 5 million for 30 seconds.
I read that the price usually steadily goes up, but it's been plateaued at like a high amount. So whatever the amount is, it's now plateaued for the Super Bowl for some reason. Like they're not asking for more money than they did last year, which they usually do.
I think probably because viewership has stagnated.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck? We're
gives a
here
fuck?
for the esports, baby.
We're here for the memes. That's what I'm here for. So there's the possibility, we don't know if it's just a meme or if the madman has actually spent millions of dollars just to meme a Super Bowl ad.
The
We don't know.
mad lad, you mean? The fucking
We don't
mad
know.
lad.
We don't know. I'd say it's probably unlikely, even for him, to spend so much money on a meme. I mean,
what would it even be? Like, what would it?
I don't know. I mean, you'd have to think, okay, for him to do it, the ad would have to be worth it, which means it would have to drive mass traffic to his own channel as well.
Yeah.
So I have no idea. But that's
Ah.
like the only reason I even want to watch the Super Bowl is just to see if anything happens.
It's so crazy because there was a time where it was a shock to learn that somebody with a YouTube channel is a multimillionaire, and
Okay.
now that shock is over. Like, it's just reality.
It's more like it's expected if it's a big YouTuber.
Exactly. And now you have these other people just suckling on the teat of these other fucking, like, just trying to be mentioned somehow, that, you know, like, just get a link in there in between so they click through me to get to you. Like,
Right.
oh my God, that's a whole new world, dude. It's like those fucking kids algorithm things, those YouTube kids algorithm. Dude, I'm living it with Donnie. Like, I see some of them. They're just copy paste the same fucking songs,
It's weird too because you see those weird animation ones, and like people have said those are actually just generated.
Yeah, they're
Like nobody's actually making, the person isn't animating those.
No, they're like 4 hours long, and they drop 3 of them a day, dude. It's just computer generated.
There's some AI sitting there just churning those fucking things out.
Yeah, and it's all like pop culture, like
And
images, like
yeah.
4 Hulks, like the Incredible Hulk. He's purple, he's green, he's red, and like a soccer ball's bouncing on his head. And then another video, instead of a Hulk, it's like Spider-Man or it's Elsa, and it's like, it's just same song, same formula, soccer ball bouncing on his head. It's fucking so weird, dude. Especially if you just leave it on, because that's what we do. You know, Donnie, during his like TV time, we leave it on and we do shit around the house that we finally need to do. And every now and then we come back in the living room and we're like, what the fuck is going on this TV, dude? There's this.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's interesting because I'd say at some point you're gonna want to watch out because YouTube has had issues with that in the past. You know.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Then
there's this shit called Bounce Patrol, where it's like a bunch of women with huge tits jumping around, dude. Like, look at this shit.
What the fuck is this?
This is like the Baby Shark, but like, look how they're jumping around. Like, this is obviously for kids to like. 12 year olds.
Obviously. But I mean, well, this just seems like some people that want to be kids entertainers. You know, like, you see the shows like The Wiggles and stuff like that.
I know, but do they have to be so well endowed in the chest area? You know what I mean? It's a little suspect that all of them are. Anyway, I don't know how we got on that. But yeah, so Super Bowl, are you excited?
No, I don't actually give a flying fuck about the Super Bowl.
I know, man.
You already knew that.
Yeah, I knew that. I know that pretty much everybody that I know doesn't give a fuck about the Super Bowl.
I think LA is the only person I know that cares.
Some people do, I guess. My sister invited me for like a get together, and I was like, no, I have a kid. I'm not gonna fucking go to your Super Bowl party. Yeah, so that's that. Anything else other than the Super Bowl? Let's see here.
Good podcast.
All right, we're done, guys. Prince says he kind of cares, but who cares about what Prince cares about?
Nobody cares about Prince, so that's just cancels each other out, right?
Exactly. What is this EU Epic Games controversy going on?
All right, so I sent you that post on Reddit that, it was some dude went off on how he hated the Epic Games Store.
The boycott one?
Yeah, he wanted to boycott. And in that list of all the stuff he was talking about, anti-consumer and stuff like that, that's you could argue about. He mentions one thing that I wanted to verify, which was he claimed that it violated EU law. So I found further conversation about it, where it is possible that their privacy policy is possibly in violation of GDPR, which is the EU's privacy law that went into effect like mid last year. I think we briefly discussed it. And it just laid out some guidelines of like requirements within privacy policies, like, and one of them being like you have to allow like users to request their data to be fucking removed
Yeah,
permanently and stuff like that.
instead of giving
So
it to Tencent.
it's consumer protection law regarding privacy with the EU.
Yeah, and
And
it's prevalent, and it's actually something that we should be worried about because 40% of ownership of Epic Games goes to Tencent. Tencent owns
yes,
40% of it.
and they are. Whew, I mean, you know about all the 5G infrastructure going out and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, dude, it's insane.
With I can't remember how do you say their name. Huawei, the Chinese company.
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Yeah,
the
Huawei.
Chinese company. It's Canada has banned the use of their technology for their 5G infrastructure.
The CIA
because-
has asked Americans not to buy Huawei phones because they're not sure, and they
Yeah.
have evidence that shows that they might be spying on us and selling our information to the Chinese
Right.
government.
So it's an interesting time that we live in, and laws. I'm not a huge fan of the EU, but laws like the GDPR are needed
Yeah.
to keep corporations in check, because now in this day and age of these large corporations that run and own everything, I mean, we have laws like a constitution that protect us from our own government. We really need those same things protecting us from our fucking corporate overlords now.
Especially since there's so much ignorance with like what the fuck they can do and what they do with your information. Like people don't really understand AdSense and stuff like we do because we're fucking PC gamers. We're in like the PC culture, so we're even slightly interested, but we still don't even know the full scope of it. Imagine like
No.
the average person, they don't know what the fuck any of this shit is. So these laws really protect those people, man, without them knowing. But yeah, that's this guy on Reddit asking, can we all please boycott the Epic Games Store? There was another post which makes me put my tinfoil hat on and think like, hey, are these like Valve shills just fucking trying to, what do they call it? What do you call the word? Defame? No, not defame.
AstroTurf? Oh no, I was thinking of something else. Not AstroTurf.
uh,
No. Yeah. It's like it's just like a
Discredit.
PR campaign, anti-PR campaign.
Yeah, they're trying to discredit Epic Games as a like real company, but they have a lot of
What's his username?
His username is Epic Gaming 2142. Yeah,
That
is correct.
does sound suspect.
There's more than one of these posts. There's another one where somebody was talking about all the reasons why you shouldn't. I don't know why I didn't see
Yeah, that's the original one I sent you, but it was just another like rant post, but basically,
Yeah.
it got really popular because people are wary of people don't like Epic in the first place just because of Fortnite,
Yeah.
and then all this other stuff makes them wary of it, and then people like Steam or others can capitalize on this sort of overall atmosphere against Epic to try to defame
Or discredit. Yeah.
defame or discredit their store. So, and it's weird we live in an age where we have to be suspect of a post like this and ask ourselves, is this a Valve shill?
Yeah. That's
Is
what I'm
this
saying.
Valve, is this some anti-Epic campaign they're running on social media, to try to sway public opinion? And it's a real question you have to ask.
It is a real question because it's consistent with something that they said. I have it in the news. I just can't find it through my tabs, and I don't want to go through all of them. But we'll get to it in the news. But Valve pretty much said, because Metro Exodus was announced as being a exclusive game just for the Epic Store, it's no longer going to be on Steam. It was removed from Steam. And Valve said it's unfair to consumers, which is a weird defense because it's like, I don't think it's unfair. If I want it, I can buy it from Epic,
Yeah, I don't know if it'd be unfair to consumers. I guess maybe they're making the argument that signing exclusivities is unfair to consumers because people have made that argument with console exclusive games before.
Yeah.
It's borderline anti-consumer for publishing companies and developers to sign exclusivity to consoles because it might be unfair to consumers, so I can sort of see how that argument can be built the same way, but it's a PC game, so you
Yeah,
lose a little ground.
and Cox is asking timed exclusive or permanent. As far as we know, it's permanent. They haven't said whether it's timed or permanent, but I'd assume it's permanent unless something changes. They probably signed on the dotted line up for that for sure. And then
Yeah, I mean
also,
they get more revenue on the Epic Store, so
yeah,
it's a no brainer for them to be on Epic.
yeah, and then also it's kind of it's very convenient coming from Steam, who was pretty much monopolizing the online video game market, to be like, oh, it's unfair that it's only on one platform. It's like, dude, everything was only on one platform, and it was your
Yeah,
platform for the longest fucking time. You know what I mean? I think some of the
yeah,
points are valid, but I just think sometimes, like, some of the like crybaby excuses that they have is really weird.
100%. And they're just a large corporation trying to maintain their market stake.
Yeah,
So it's important that we do get more competition in this sphere because there's a lot of things that people have complained about on Steam for a long time that have never been addressed or fixed because, well, why the fuck would they when there's no competition around for them?
yep, exactly.
That's why competition is good. So maybe with Epic pushing theirs and some other people trying to push some storefronts like Discord, maybe we will see Steam trying to improve more.
Yeah, competition is always good, and like, I always bring it back to UFC somehow, but the
You
UFC,
do.
I know
It's a talent, John.
it's so weird, but the parallels exist. The UFC has always been known to be the elite MMA organization. There are plenty of other
Yeah.
ones that have fighters that are just as good as high caliber, but they do a really good job of discrediting anybody that's not UFC. You know, so even though there are
Oh yeah,
talented
because
fighters,
I think you were talking about that Chinese one
yeah,
that was trying to start up.
exactly. There's more. There's Japanese ones. Yeah, exactly what Prince said. There's Pride, Strikeforce, Bellator. So Pride and Strikeforce were bought by the UFC. They just bought it out, bought all their.
That's
Then they became the number one guy. Bellator
right.
started buying fighters from the UFC, and they are in this like moment where they're like, kind of pretty much on not on the same level, but they do have fighters that are world class that could be world champions in the UFC too. So the UFC is doing whatever they can to discredit them because they're kind of on this like rise. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it makes sense if Valve is trying to do the same thing. It's just
Oh,
them.
100%. And I'd almost say 100%.
Yeah.
Some of these posts are shills.
Yeah, or if they're not, all the gilding and the silver and the platinum and the gold, it's all from Valve employees probably. You know what I mean? Who cares
Right.
this much to fucking give someone Reddit gold?
PC gamers. I'm just gonna say it.
Really?
Okay. There's a the PC gamers, community and gamer community in general can be fucking weird, dude.
Yeah,
We've seen a lot of fucking weird shit,
exactly.
you know.
Exactly.
And this is right down their alley. Once they see somebody, especially like if it involves a company they dislike, like EA or something, I mean, their fucking dicks are hard, and they're like,
I know, dude. Hard,
I mean, they're
hard.
ready to go. They're fucking throw money at a Reddit post just because it fucking says something bad about something they don't like happening in PC gaming. Like,
Exactly.
God.
And then downvote every other one to hell if
Yeah.
it says like, "Hey, maybe it's not so bad, bud." How dare you?
Yeah, and it's like always this huge deal.
You know.
So yeah, no,
Yeah.
I definitely think that 100% there is some shilling going on in Reddit, but I mean, some of it's organic.
Yeah.
Which is,
And some of the points that they make are good points, like 40% stake in of Tencent in Epic Games, and their customer service being dog shit, and all kinds of stuff like
shady return policies, stuff like that. There's definitely some valid points here
that. Yeah.
that need to be addressed. And some similar points have been made against Valve in the past with return policies and stuff like that they've tried to improve at least. So there's definitely valid points going around that need to be addressed.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. So that's the situation. But yeah. Anything else on that?
I don't think so. I think that covered it.
Okay.
We'll possibly see something going on with, GDPR laws and them, but they're gonna just change their privacy policy probably if that's the case.
Yeah. That's all they're gonna do. That's all they're gonna do. I did see that they started shutting down PUBG and stuff. That no longer has loot boxes in Belgium.
They're no longer selling the key. Yeah, they're no longer selling keys.
Yeah, no key, no
Which means you
locked
can't open
boxes.
the paid loot boxes anyway.
Yeah,
So.
you can only open the unpaid ones now.
Right.
Those
the
are
ones
the
you
only
get
one.
organically by playing.
Which is great. So yeah,
I mean,
that's it. Shall we talk about DeepMind?
hit it, boy.
All right, man. I did some research, guys. I did my homework.
We're
So
a research podcast.
listen to this, boys and girls. So DeepMind and OpenAI are two companies that are creating AI. Their goal is to have these like test cases of AI in video games and other games like AlphaGo. If you see it on Netflix, there's a documentary of it. It's an amazing documentary. I'd recommend it to everybody. But they said in all their documentaries and stuff that this is all just so they know how to create an AI, and these are just benchmark tests. That's it. That's all it is. So it's not them trying to get into esports and like stuff like that. They said they want to try that too, but really they want to make an AI that can run a farm on its own. You know what I mean? Can you imagine that? Just farming. It knows how to do everything, knows how to do pest control, and knows how to do everything that it needs to take. So we don't even need farmers anymore. It'll be the most efficient thing in the world. Right? That's the kind of shit.
I mean,
that
they already
want.
got self-driving combines.
Yeah.
They've had GPS-driven combines for a long time.
Dude, I work in truck dispatching, and there is a warehouse for Sparklets or Crystal Geyser. I forgot exactly the company, but the entire warehouse, there isn't a single employee in it. Everything is AI controlled. You pull up to the dock, it loads your truck, and that's it. You like put in a code, and it loads your truck. It does everything on its own, forklifts, all that. But the problem is, if there's even the slightest thing wrong with your truck, it won't load it. You know what I mean? It doesn't give a fuck, and there's no one to complain to. You know, like, hey, just put it in, it's fine. No, it's just not going to get loaded. That's it, period. So there's stuff like that going on. But anyway, I digress. So DeepMind created their first AI for Starcraft 2. They said that Starcraft is probably the most complicated game out there. OpenAI argues that Dota 2 is the most complicated game out there. I feel like maybe StarCraft takes the cake on this one. There's a little more to take into consideration, I think. I don't know how you feel about it, off top of your head.
Off top of my head, I'd say the straightforward, like mathematical complication of Dota 2 is probably stronger.
Yeah.
Just because what you're looking at is characters. You're looking at characters, abilities, items,
and combination of builds.
The combination of all that sort of stuff is extremely more complicated.
Yeah.
However, when you look at something like StarCraft, all you have is the three factions and their building materials, but you add this layer of strategy that you would say, previously, humans are way better at than AI that we've ever been able to make.
Exactly.
So it's more complicated in the fact that how are you going to get the AI to learn all of this strategy? What strategy is it going to come up with and stuff like that?
Yeah.
It's a little different on the complexity side. So because you've got map control, you've got when to rush, when not to rush, or what to rush, and where to be strategic about things. So I think it's like apples and oranges a little on like what's complex.
Yeah, I think that there are certain times where StarCraft 2 has variables that Dota 2 just cannot have. There are some variables like where you build your base, what time you build it, your second base, build order
tons.
And stuff like that. So
there's tons.
If you're looking at this infographic for our podcast listeners, it's like a little infographic about Atari, the game Go, and then StarCraft. And in their eyes, the benchmark for their Atari AI is near perfect, their Go AI is perfect, and they're saying their StarCraft 2 AI is not perfect, it's imperfect. So it's not at the level that they think it should be. And then it shows, moves per game and action space and all that. It's just showing you that how complicated it is compared to the other stuff that they've done. So there's that. They have a panel with the creator of StarCraft, And there we go. So there's from left to right, that's Artosis, commentator and player X Pro, I think. And then to his right is some guy from the Netherlands who's like similar. He's like just
Some guy from the Netherlands.
I'm sorry,
fucking
guys.
gives a
I'm not
shit.
in the StarCraft scene.
You just said you researched this, John. I'm horribly disappointed.
I know.
At your unprofessionalism.
Listen, this is the point and click podcast where we talk about dicks 90% of the time, all right? So give me a break. And then next to that guy is the guy that works on OpenAI. And next to him is the creator of StarCraft 2, or at least the director. I forgot his exact name, Tim something. And then next to him is the guy that played StarCraft 2's AI. He is a pro Zerg player. His name is TLO. He's from the team... Fuck. Hold on, I have the notes here.
Get the notes, John.
Fuck. I forgot his team name. But anyway, he's a pro. It'll come up.
He's a pro.
He's a pro Zerg player, and this is a Protoss versus Protoss competition. So obviously Protoss isn't his thing. Team Liquid. Thank you, Prince. He's a Team Liquid player, so he obviously gave it a shot. 5 games, right? So let's get into it. I have some notes here. We're just watching some of the video. You guys can watch it as I talk. In the first game, the AI made a mistake, according to what they said. So what they usually do is, you see this little ramp right here?
Yeah.
The ramps into their base. They usually put their buildings there. That's what pros do. They put their buildings there to block the ramp, so like this kind of shit can't happen where you come in and kill their fucking probes and stuff like that. But the AI didn't do that. And they thought like, oh, that's such a rookie mistake. The AI also made extra probes that it didn't need to. Like there's a sweet spot number that all pros do, and the AI just said, no, I'm going to make more than that. So it and just from off the top of their head, they were like, all right, it's making these weird mistakes that, pros wouldn't make. But first game, the AI, they didn't know, the creator of StarCraft was like, I wonder, like, is it going to turtle? Is it going to, like, have some, like, cheesy strats? They didn't know what it was going to do. The first game, it went super aggro, dude, like ridiculous, and just totally raped him. It was in his base. It was destroying things. It knows how to micro. The alpha.
Yeah, well, it can micro insanely well.
Insane. Look, the way he's microing right now, ALPHASTAR, it's just ridiculous. There's nobody like this pro Zerg player cannot do shit, and it looks like he's winning, and then all of a sudden he would lose. So pretty much the TLDR of the first game is ALPHASTAR went super aggro and murdered him, and there was nothing he could do about it. And he was like, okay, second game, let's try second game. He's like, you know what? I'm going to turtle. TLO's like, I'm going to turtle and see what the fuck happens. Well, ALPHASTAR also turtled. It was like, okay, you want to turtle? Then I'll turtle. So totally different strategy. It was aggressive, and then now it's turtling. And he's like, I thought that I had it, and then all of a sudden it had fully upgraded carriers, like hundreds of them, like so many of them, and he just came and raped me, and there was nothing I could do. Oh, right here, like check this part out. You see where they're fighting in that choke point?
Yeah.
It was baiting him
into it, so it could. Yeah, you see.
Do you see how he's just murdering these like big things that move around? I forgot what they're called. But anyway, it was destroying him, dude, by baiting him through a choke point where they're like, dude, only rookies would go through this choke point. Why is he doing that? No, because it was just trying to bait you, and it fucking murdered him. So second game killed him. Third game, ALPHASTAR baited him into more choke points, wiping his army, and this is that game. 18 plus of these disruptors. Those big things that are spinning around are called disruptors, and usually pros will make like 8, even if that's their build. They're like, I'm gonna go disruptors, they make 8 or something, This fucking AI made 18.
Jesus.
And was just tearing him up, dude. It 5-0'd him, dude. 5-0. He couldn't fucking beat it.
Holy crap.
It 5-0'd him. So they were like, alright, I thought it was the end of this fucking thing. So they were like, alright, you know what? Fuck this shit. Let's get Liquid Mana in here. There he is, all the way on the right. Liquid Mana is a pro Protoss player for Team Liquid. He doesn't know anything about the results of the last 5 games. He just knows that his teammate didn't do well, but he didn't know if it was 5-0, 3-2, like he didn't know. So he's like, obviously, this is going to be different. This is only 1 week later that this guy, Mana, played the AI. In 1 week, the AI improved so significantly that they didn't even understand how it happened. It started building buildings at its ramp. How we said in the beginning that it wasn't doing that. It started doing that on its own without anybody telling it what to do.
Yeah, that's how that AI stuff works, though. I mean, it plays billions of games on its own to learn.
Yeah, and pretty much the TLDR of it, I won't bore you guys. It 5-0'd this guy, dude. It 5-0'd the pro Protoss player at his own game, dude. And he was like, I learned things that I didn't even know were possible. It was doing strategies that I didn't even think were that important. And it just destroyed him. So if you guys are ready for AI to come and rape you in your ass anally, it's going to happen. I mean, there's no way to get around it. So any thoughts and comments, man?
Jesus, I really think a lot of this stuff that these AIs like OpenAI and obviously DeepMind AI and stuff like that, I really think that they're going to start being used as tools by esports orgs as like training tools and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's what these players are talking about. He was talking about how he just wants to play it just so he can learn. He doesn't even care if he loses. And this is a live exhibition match where he had already lost 5-0. So this is him like trying to get his redemption, and he lost this one too. So there was nothing he can do. He was just fucking like, what am I supposed to do, man? The crazy thing that they were talking about, the pros, is how it had different strategies for each game, and it was doing different builds. So it wasn't like, this is my one build and this is all I'm ever going to do, and you just have to figure that out. It was just on the fly adapting and doing totally random builds, either turtling or carriers or all kinds of shit. It's crazy, dude. Crazy. So that's my report on OpenAI.
DeepMind.
DeepMind. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Don't
ban
sue
him.
me. Don't sue me.
Get him out of here.
Don't sue me. So if you guys want to watch it, go on YouTube and put in DeepMind Starcraft 2 demonstration. You should find it. It's on their official YouTube channel, DeepMind's official YouTube. There's a lot of talking in between games. Some of the points are interesting, but a lot of it is filler stuff. Like, well, aren't you excited to play? I'm so excited. Like, everyone's always excited, even though they don't look excited. It's obvious that they're just stretching for time. But there are some tidbits of information that's really cool. So, especially for someone who doesn't play StarCraft, I was like, this is amazing. But that's pretty much it. All right? I'm excited to see what else. I can't believe that it 5-0'd both of them.
Yeah, I'm actually a little surprised by that.
And while they were like, it's not perfect, like it's not at the level we want it to be, there's holes in its game, and it 5-0'd 2 pros. You got to see that documentary, dude. AlphaGo on Netflix. Yeah. It's so fucking good, dude. The thing about the documentary that got me is they found the best Go player right now is this Korean guy. And
of course,
he was born in a like island village or something like that.
He was born playing Go.
For real, he was. He would literally play since he was 7 years old. He would play 12 hours a day every day of Go. From 7 years old to like now he's like 30 something. So obviously he's the best fucking player in the world, right?
Right.
And the AI just smoked him 4-1. He won one game. He like did this god move that I don't want to spoil it, but you guys gotta watch it.
No spoilers, John.
You gotta watch it, dude. It's so fucking good. It's riveting, dude. It's riveting. I don't know shit about Go. Alright, let's move on. Let's get some news in the way. Da-da-dun. That's it for our reports. Over 10 million people allegedly watched the Marshmello concert live in Fortnite. Thank you, Prince.
Wait, why?
What do you mean why, dude?
What happened? What the fuck?
What do you mean why, dude?
Why? What the fuck is this? And why did Marshmello get so popular in Fortnite?
InstaDeezy, I'm not going to spoil what the god move was. You have to watch the documentary. There was like something...
What are you, in a Netflix show?
The only time that he beat the AI, he did something that it just broke the AI. And everyone in the world was like, how the fuck did you know to do that? And he was like, it was like from God. Like God sent me that thing. That's what he literally said. So I would just watch the Netflix documentary, please. It's really good. Anyway, 10 million people allegedly watched the Marshmello concert live in Fortnite. I stopped listening to electronic music right when this Marshmello guy started getting big. But
yeah, I'm not really into EDM or anything.
I'm not
like that
either.
anymore.
Obviously, he was inspired by Dead Mouse, and look, this is his concert where he's
In
actually.
Fortnite,
It's
10
a
million people watch this.
yeah, it's like a legit concert,
I want to
and
die.
I mean, what about the people that actually wanted to win? For the duration of the 10-minute show at Pleasant Park, which was broadcast across thousands of servers, weapons were disabled and respawn turned on so players could concentrate on deploying dance emotes instead of murder. Oh my god. Can you imagine a bunch of 12-year-olds emoting? Fucking.
I want to die. Why is this? What is going on?
Dude, Fortnite. I thought it was just a meme that not everybody plays it, but I joined that streamer group. And literally everybody in that streamer group plays Fortnite. That's all they do. Every streamer, every wannabe streamer, every big streamer plays fucking Fortnite.
That's a mistake.
It's
in
a
my
huge
opinion.
mistake. It's a shit game, dude. I'm telling you.
Well, not. I mean, none of that, but it's oversaturated.
It's just, yeah, there's no reason to play Fortnite. I mean, even if you're good at it. So is like,
I mean, I guess if you really enjoy playing Fortnite, I guess stream it. But I mean, it's oversaturated. You're good luck getting views.
but yeah, I mean, at least this is a cool. I think it's a cool idea that they had like this concert and stuff like that. But
It makes me want to shove stuff up my ass, John.
Yeah, but we're just getting old, dude. That's all it is. And this is what makes kids happy, I guess. Because they can't afford to go to a concert because they're not 18, and their parents wouldn't let them do it. So this is the closest they'll get to a concert.
Closest.
Yeah, that's it. All right, moving on. Next piece of news. Shroud and Dr. Disrespect rumored to have tested new Titanfall Battle Royale. So I saw this all over.
Oh, yeah.
The original leak by YouTuber The Quartering. Wow, that's amazing. But it was later. I saw Jason Schreier and Slasher talking about it on Twitter. So it sounds like it's pretty substantiated evidence that there is going to be a Battle Royale mode for a new Titanfall game. I think they're using Titanfall 2 and just re-releasing it as a Battle Royale or something. And it's supposed to be free to play from what they've said. But the big... Go ahead.
No, just can we stop it? I mean, yeah, there's I think Respawn's making Titanfall 3, right? Why are we getting a Titanfall 2 Battle Royale? Why now? Like, you already got fucking Call of Duty, their Battle Royale. Nothing's peaking past Fortnite as far as Battle Royale goes.
No.
Exactly what I said last time. Fortnite's the peak. That's it. Everything else is downhill from here.
Yeah, no, it's all down. The Battle Royale genre, unless there's something significantly that changes it to give it like a new twist, I don't think there's anything that's going to topple Fortnite. And
No, and I just don't get the point. Why are we adding to this genre that's just so oversaturated?
I mean,
Do people love it that much?
Though.
Why does everybody love this fucking genre?
Well, like Greekology saying in chat, because companies have to make a try. It's the whole gaming genre right now. It's true. They just have to put their hand in it. I think it's too late to try, though. I think it's done. Like, if you haven't already done it, it's too late.
We shouldn't make any more MMORPGs.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, they shouldn't.
But honestly, that's just because I think people are semi-done with MMORPGs.
Yeah. They want an MMORPG that's new and different, but that doesn't exist.
But new and different ones keep coming out and nobody plays them.
Yeah, no, they don't. Especially after Bless. Are you kidding me? Yeah. They're like,
please.
fuck that. All right, let's move on. So, yeah, obviously it's going to come out and they're going to talk about how they love it.
Titanfall is a good game. Titanfall 2 was excellent.
That's the thing.
I'll be buying 3.
You actually played 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
It's an awesome game.
2 suffered with being after 1. That's why it suffered. Because 1 was so bad that even though 2 was good, no one gave a fuck about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which is just sad because, 1 had some multiplayer issues. One of the biggest issues was people complaining there was no campaign or, single player mode. So 2 fixed all of the issues that people complained about in 1.
Yeah.
But it still suffered in sales due to 1 complaints. And so people were worried that EA was just going to slash it. But it seems as if they're getting to make a 3rd one.
Yeah.
So
apparently they like what 2 had to offer, and maybe this Battle Royale mode will save them. If this fails, though, I think that's it for Respawn.
Well, I mean, Respawn's making a Star Wars game as well, so
Oh,
I think that an accumulation of what's coming from Respawn will determine what EA does with them. But
that makes sense.
I think EA will continue to utilize them for a while before gutting them.
You heard it here, folks. Czar thinks EA will utilize them still. No. Next piece of news. First trailer for Dragon Ball game Project Z has been revealed. Do you know what it is?
No, what is this? Is there more? Is it an MMO?
It's
Tell me it's
an
a battle
action...
royale.
Yeah. It's Dragon Ball Battle Royale. Da, 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 da. No, it's a action RPG. That's what it is. So I think you play as Goku and you go through the Dragon Ball story. That's what it looks like from this trailer. And as Space Cowboy, the first comment says, "Man, please be good." That's what everybody's hoping. Here's a little more in depth.
Aren't all the DBZ fighter games like really good? Like especially the newer ones.
The new one has totally changed the like DBZ genre because there hasn't been a good DBZ game since like a Japanese only Super Nintendo one, where it was an actual fighting game that looked like Street Fighter. So since then, there hasn't been anything good. Dragon Ball Fighter Z and maybe Xenoverse came out, so those are the two ones that people actually care about. But yeah, apparently you play as Goku and you go around in this RPG and you live out the Dragon Ball universe. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? All Dragon Ball games have been fantastic, to be honest, Greekology says. Yeah. I'm okay with Battle Royale modes as long as it fits 3 important criteria. It doesn't have dumb building mechanic like Fortnite. It's not buggy mess and like every other game. And then the third one, it just disappeared. Oh, 3, it doesn't feel like a cash grab. I mean, they're all a cash grab. That's the whole point. They saw PUBG and Fortnite do well, and they're like, we got to grab that cash. We got to get the bag.
I mean, PUBG was kind of a cash grab in its own right, to be honest.
Yeah, so if you guys like RPGs and you like the Dragon Ball, it's coming out, all right?
Project Z. Do we get any sort of teaser on release date or year of release date? Is it 2019 or are we waiting until 2020?
I didn't see anything about release date, just a
press
teaser.
release for the game.
You will play as Goku. It's coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC.
Project Z is code name only, so we don't even know the official name.
That's it. And we just have some images of like, in-game stuff. It's all cell shading stuff, so yeah, that's it. That's all we have.
Cell shading.
Get it? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, next piece of news. Valve says Metro Exodus becoming an Epic Games Store exclusive is unfair to Steam customers. This is what we were talking about earlier. I guess we could deep dive it a little bit, but we did already talk about it.
Well, the previous Metro games were all on Steam, isn't that correct?
Yeah, all the previous Metro games were on Steam. They gave them an offer they couldn't refuse, where Epic Games only takes 12% of all revenue and Steam takes 30%, and scales down to 20% once you surpass $50 million in sales.
Whew.
Which is like, bro, I'm making money. What do you mean?
Right. Yeah, so, Epic right out the gate, because they want to attract developers, both new and seasoned developers, to go to their game store as a distribution platform as opposed to Steam. So it's a no-brainer when you say, hey, one, Epic, their launcher has a huge player base because everybody and their fucking mother is playing Fortnite. So you go on Epic storefront, huge exposure possibility. Plus, you get more of the revenue from starting out than you do in Steam. You get more revenue even after the 50 million sales, than Steam would give you. So
yeah,
it's a very big win-win, I think, for any sort of developer going out there, just from the exposure possibility of the Epic Game Launcher and the extra share of the profits.
But looking at this article, it looks like so what Valve is saying is like, hey man, we had pre-orders already for this game and then you took it off of our platform, so now we gotta like refund all those people. That's gonna cost Steam, like it costs them manpower, to like have some guy look at that and actually put the ticket in and all that. That's all a person that does that stuff. So that
it'll
costs
be interesting how all that works, because like how were they able to accept pre-orders without them having something signed with Exodus? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I wonder what really, all happened there.
Yeah. Turning sound effects off right now. I totally forgot about it. Thank you, Kaiser. I appreciate this. But yeah, InstaDZ says this whole thing with Metro Exodus would have honestly been okay if they didn't pull out from Steam when people had already pre-ordered. That's literally the one reason why everyone is pissed. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why it is unfair.
That's what I'm wondering, like how they were. That's why I'm wondering if I'm surprised Steam is just going like this is unfair to users on Steam as opposed to not claiming some sort of legal action.
So check this out.
You know what I mean? Like how was Steam able to process pre-orders on their platform and then Metro Exodus go like, "Oh no, we're not on here anymore." You know what I mean? Like how is
It says it right here. So Deep Silver, a parent company of THQ Nordic, has released a statement distancing itself from the Metro Exodus decision. In a thread on Twitter today, the company explained the decision to publish Metro Exodus as an Epic Games exclusive was made entirely on Koch Media's side, as Metro is their intellectual property.
wait.
Yep. They are a sister
Coke,
company.
the Koch brothers own
Is that what it is? Koch Media? They are a sister company of THQ Nordic Vienna, which is the reason why we
Or is
can
that
and
just-
will
is
not
that just
comment
a-
on this matter. We do not want to categorically exclude the possibility of timed exclusive for any of our games in the future, but speaking in here and now, we definitely want the players to choose a platform of their liking and make our portfolio available to as many outlets as possible. So Deep Silver is the publishing arm of Koch Media, which THQ Nordic acquired last year. I don't understand who owns what. There's like 4 different companies here.
either because I mean I would Koch Media makes me think Koch brothers.
Report number. Sorry. Someone stole my father-in-law's car, so we're still trying to deal with that during the podcast. Sorry.
How dare you?
I know. But yeah, just the report number that's on the top.
Huh. I don't know if they do own it or not, but I'm not finding anything on it, so I don't think they do own it. Okay, that just threw me for a loop for a second there.
Yeah, I'm not sure because there's 4 different companies, so it's like, which one is it? You know what I mean? Let's in a better picture. Okay, let's move on. So that's it. Do you think it's unfair that they're a part of... I don't think... I mean, the whole pre-order thing, I get it.
They...
Friends...
I guess the decision should have been made a lot sooner. Like, it shouldn't have been on Steam in the first place to receive pre-orders.
Yeah.
And then like, something shady
I mean,
went
it's
on there.
It's
okay,
unethical.
so it's a different Koch. It's a different Koch that owns that.
Okay.
It's not Koch brothers. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, that tangent got me fucking freaked out. I was about to go more tinfoil hat.
It's weird, but from what it sounds like, the people that made the game are not the ones that made this decision. It was like a parent company that made this decision. So,
Okay.
So the people that made the game just want as many people to play it as possible, but the people that own the game want as much profits as possible, but that are publishing it. You know?
So it looks like that was maybe, an executive decision that came later on, and I guess could overwrite their decision to be on Steam, which is really strange to me because I guess maybe I don't understand the paperwork that goes on to being on Steam in the first place.
Yeah.
Plus allowing pre-orders, so I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Steam will have something in the future where they're like, if you are on our platform and you cancel, you have to pay a fine or whatever. They'll put in the contract and stuff now that this happened. So thanks, THQ Nordic. Couldn't you just die instead of trying to do that? It was like THQ was about to die, dude. It was about to go down, but people bought them out, Sega and stuff, I think. Anyway, next piece of news. Ubisoft sent me this... Ubisoft sent me a promotional email for the private beta of The Division 2, and I've never laughed harder. Got an email a few hours later apologizing for the offensive subject line. This was the subject line. Come see what a real government shutdown looks like in the private beta of The Division 2. So, yeah, obviously this is during the United States government shutdown and the whole Trump, building his wall. Which we won't get into because who gives a fuck? I don't want to bore you guys.
It was interesting to me because I don't know why they sent out the revision email apologizing for offensive headline, because I was looking for people that were offended by this, and it was actually very hard because there was like 2 tweets of people addressing it.
Yeah.
And they were just reporting that some people found this offensive, apparently. And like nobody really knew why, aside from a couple people saying, well, it's insensitive to people who are in real life affected by the government shutdown.
Yeah.
And that, like, at first, maybe I thought that it was, like right wing snowflakes being like, how dare you make fun of the government shutdown on our gracious orange leader or something like that. But no, it turned out that it was just people being upset that someone would make a joke about something that affects people in real life.
Yeah, because I
Which are just
mean,
standard. I guess that's just standard joke police wanting to be offended at anything, but this didn't seem to actually be a political offense, rather just people being offended for no reason.
well, it's not professional, and especially coming from a company like Ubisoft and stuff like that, I kind of get it.
I guess the other thing that some articles were calling them out on was Ubisoft continuously, distancing themselves from the political debate, saying, "Oh no, it's not political. We're not political. We're not making political statements with this, everything like that." But Tom Clancy's material is inherently political.
Yeah, super political.
So, I mean, you're making games based off political books. I mean, like, all of his work is inherently political. And then you're trying to distance yourselves from the politics of it. And then you come out and you send an email with, like, a political headline. So,
yeah,
I guess some people calling them out or saying some shit, but the fact that people were offended or they had to apologize for it being offensive,
yeah, and this is their apology.
blowing my fucking mind.
Their apology of, we recognize the real impact of the United States government shutdown on thousands of people and did not intend to make light of the situation. So whoever did it got fired probably and all that. I hope
I don't
not.
know. I don't think so. And you want to know why? This is going to fall under the category of
Marketing. Oh, bad press is good press. Any press is good press.
Yeah, any press is good press.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
All this did was put the Division 2 in people's mouths, let them know that the private beta is out and that probably a public beta will be shortly soon. And that, hey, by the way, Division 2 is coming out. Have you heard?
Which, by the way, I watched 30 minutes of co-op gameplay and it looked like the Division 1, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It didn't look
well,
anything
yeah, it's
different.
going to be. But, I mean, again, I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on and talk about shills here. What about the possibility that this email was sent out, all planned, and that this person posted on Reddit is an employee of the Division or Ubisoft?
Yeah. No, I mean that's.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we got to worry about here, folks.
Of course, a joke. I think that more likely.
I'm gonna be the Alex Jones of video game conspiracies.
I know. That's what we do on this show is fucking conspiracies. But I think it was more likely that somebody just made a marketing department made that joke like together. This isn't just one person's job to have that title.
Yeah, no, it was a decision.
It was
that
a decision.
had to have been passed by somebody. I mean,
yeah,
it was. They're putting chemicals in the emails, making the freaking emails gay.
The emails are gay, bro. Calm down there, Eddie Bravo. Yeah. Anyway, anyone that listens to the Joe Rogan podcast knows about that. But anyway, yeah, I think that a bunch of people looked at it. They all thought it was funny. Then they were like, oh, well, I guess we're rolling with it, because of the bad press, but whatever. Because this isn't going to stop people that play the game. It's not going to stop them from playing the game. They're not going to boycott the game.
No. And now millions of people have seen the Division 2 in headlines now.
Yeah.
Millions of people have been reminded that Division 2 is coming out soon. Millions of people have been reminded that an open beta will probably be soon.
And millions of people were reminded on how insensitive this is to the people that work for our beautiful government. Oh, say, can you need food stamps? Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Moving on. Gamers Heroes. Okay, this is the new trailer for the private beta. I mean, I looked at it. There's nothing really to look at. If you guys want to check it out, Ubisoft has it. Yeah, this was like something I saved earlier in the week, and then now I don't give a fuck about it. So that's funny. Anthem VIP demo weekend summary. So this was released on January 28th, which is a little while ago, but this was after its rocky demo release for Anthem and all the bugs and stuff like that. This guy made a post talking about how they were going to fix all these things: entitlement bugs, server performance, infinite loads, client and performance login bugs. That they're working on all this stuff, and like, don't worry, these are stuff that are going to come out at full launch.
I remember this. What's funny is they tried to shift blame of the server performance and said, "No, we accounted for population. The servers were fine. The server issues were an issue of everyone getting on."
Then they're not
And I was
fine,
just like,
dude.
"What the fuck does that mean? You're an idiot." That literally means the server population. It was a server population issue.
No.
It was just funny to me.
The servers
So
are fine. It's just a server population issue.
Right. So it made me question the veracity of what they're saying in this post.
I love that.
Because
I love doing that.
They just tried to lie to you about the server issues.
I love agreeing with someone. I love telling someone they're wrong, but saying their point back at them. It's
Right.
like, that's exactly what we just said. It's like, no.
So,
It's a server issue.
no.
Looks like a server issue. No. It's a server issue.
No. So, that was pretty funny to me. I didn't play any more of the demo.
It's supposed to be
I guess
free to play for us.
It's still
now.
going on right now. So anyone right now, you can go download it and play it for the rest of the day, I think. But I never played anymore.
Yeah,
So I think that tells me exactly how much I care about the possibility of buying it.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be open beta to everybody this weekend, or it wasn't it? It's Sunday now.
Yeah,
So
Yeah. So it started Friday,
yeah,
and the rest of the day you can play it. I guess I don't know when they cut servers off.
it's funny. I didn't even play it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like I could have played it all last Sunday, and I could have played it all this weekend. But I'd rather just play League of Legends, to be honest.
Fuck, man. I hope this game doesn't do well so that they release BioWare, so BioWare can go back to making good games again. Because fuck, dude, they're like held hostage by EA, man. It's so fucking annoying, dude. Anyway.
Yeah. A lot of that's the thing is these development, and I guess part of me can't blame them because you have a development studio that makes really good games, and then a giant publisher comes up to you and waves $1 billion in your face.
It would
says,
be irresponsible if you don't take
"I'm gonna
that.
buy you."
It would be
I mean, like,
irresponsible,
well-
dude. If it's you and like 4 of your buddies and you're making video games and an EA guy comes and opens a
I'm
briefcase.
selling out, boy.
Dude, I don't give a fuck what EA does to you guys, okay? I don't care if they make
Yeah,
pay-to-win
I'm selling out.
games. I don't care what the fuck they make, dude. I'm taking that bag, dude. I'm getting the bag, all right? So
Taking this fat sack.
So
boy.
I get it, but then, once you have the money and it's in your account and you have your lifestyle, then you're like, fuck, what are we doing this for? Look at these games. They're all bullshit, So it happens.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like, I can't fault any game studio for selling out because you've built this thing and someone just offered you a shit ton of money for it.
Yeah, I mean, that's it pretty much.
It's hard for anybody to say no to that.
Yeah. Dude, these fucking reports. Where is the report number for, like, these fucking reports, dude? I don't know. We're gonna have to. I'm almost done with the podcast. We'll figure it out. Jesus Christ. Next piece of news. Modder Durante, who famously fixed Dark Souls, founds PC porting studio. So if you guys recognize this guy's name, apparently I don't know anything about Dark Souls, to be honest. I just know the memes. That's it. So if there's something that you guys know in chat about Durante, please enlighten us. But apparently he famously fixed Dark Souls problems. PC porting problems, because I think it was a PC port, right? They made it for consoles and then they ported it to PC.
Yes.
This guy like fixed all the issues by himself, and now he's opening his own PC porting company.
Good, smart move.
Super
insanely smart move.
Yeah. So you expect it was terrible when it first came to PC. Oh, okay. He fixed all the porting issues. So there you go. With that reputation, just imagine all the companies hitting him up.
It's always amazing and funny when modders just fix these large studios games for them.
It's insane. Especially remember like Skyrim, dude. The unofficial Skyrim patches. Oh,
the modding community are better developers than these studios. And it just blows my fucking mind sometimes.
It's because they just have a passion for it, man. They're not even making money, That he did all this shit for free. It's insane. He just wanted. He was like, you know what? Fuck this. I love this game.
And now he's smart because don't do anything you could get paid for free.
Exactly. Now he's going to get paid for it with the reputation that he has, especially for these companies that, like, imagine Capcom and their whole fucking Monster Hunter thing. If they went through this guy, maybe it would have been better.
Right.
What's the name of it? Called PH3. That's what he's going to call his.
So be watching out for possibly games that get ported by PH3 because they might actually be good, unlike the internal ports that people do.
Exactly. So if you're like, oh, who ported it, and you see it's a third party porter and it's PH3, then it's more than likely going to be good. So we'll see how that goes. Next piece of news. Blizzard is changing Hearthstone's ranking system to enable a faster climb. I thought this could have been news, but I don't think anybody gives a fuck.
In news that nobody fucking gives a shit about, John.
Tonight, in news that no one fucking cares about.
If we ever want to, maybe we should talk about Hearthstone someday. But if we do, we just need to have Vessi on. He's the only person I know that's going to know fucking anything about Hearthstone.
I don't know. Vessi's big time now. He's going to be a partner soon. He applied.
Right?
He applied, so fucking...
Proud of that boy. Proud of our boy.
He was here first, all right, with his 12 viewers or 10 viewers. Now he's a partner, man. So yeah, anyway, I think that there's probably a bunch of nerds reeing right now because of these changes, but I don't think it's us.
That's for sure.
It's definitely not us. Let's see. Let's look at the comments. Oh, comments are disabled, I think.
Oh.
Or there's no comments. There's only one comment. Damn, that's how much people don't give a fuck about this.
Wow.
What does that one person say? How can I read it?
You can't even see it.
I can't even see it. It's like blocked.
You can't see what the one person said.
All right, well... Here, I'll write something. Great news. There you go.
I'm disappointed in you.
I doubled the amount of comments. Next piece of news. All right. Twitch responds to backlash after advertising major live stream events on community channels. So, do you guys know about this shit? Apparently...
Oh, right. People were getting mad that say, like, okay, I'm streaming, and then Twitch runs an ad for another stream,
for Ninja or
something like that,
stuff like that. So
like an event going on Ninja's stream.
Yeah, people were complaining. Yeah, people were complaining about that. I
totally understand.
Pokimane turned up on many Twitch channels, and so did Ninja, leaving a bad taste in mouths of streamers and audience members. The consensus is that promoting already massive popular streamers on the channel, blah blah blah. Yeah, nobody likes that idea.
No, it's so fucking dumb. Why would they do that?
Yeah. So people have let him know, like, oh, that's great. Thank you for letting people know to go watch another stream while I'm streaming, you know?
Yeah.
That's literally what they're doing.
Like, did nobody think about that in Twitch HQ when they were why am I asking myself? Nobody at Twitch ever fucking thinks about anything.
And Prince is saying it wasn't even an event. It just advertising. Like, hey,
Jesus
Ninja's
Christ.
live. Oh, I see that you like Fortnite. Well, Ninja's live. So, you know.
That's such a fucking shitty ass thing to do.
It's such a shitty thing to do, man. I mean, it's the most shitty thing. It's the equivalent of going into someone's Twitch channel and going like, hey guys, I'm also live. And writing
if
that.
If Ninja was going around to all, like, everyone with less viewers than him on all the Fortnite page and just made a bot that went to all of their channels and commented, hey guys, I'm live, by the way.
Yeah, and Twitch is like, no, you don't have to make a bot. We'll do it for you.
Don't worry, we're doing it for you.
So, yeah.
Or cover up their stream to let everybody know that you're live.
It's just Twitch doing Amazon shit, dude. That's all it is, man. That's pure Amazon fucking business practices.
It's like, hey, you know who's making us money? Ninja. Let's tell everybody that Ninja's streaming.
Sir, they didn't like that. Oh, that's the fucking Pikachu face? What?
Oh.
All right, next piece of news. So that's that, you know. Go watch fucking PewDiePie right now. GameStop gives up trying to sell itself, and stock takes a major hit as a result. So they're not selling anymore.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're just not selling. Apparently, they were offered a bunch of offers from, like, those... We mentioned it on the podcast, but there are these companies that buy failing businesses and flip them for whatever reason. 2 or 3 of them that they mentioned. And whatever price those guys were offering was not good enough for GameStop, and they just decided, no, we're not going to sell. And now we're in a limbo, so we don't even know. We don't know what the fuck's going to happen with GameStop. I mean, I know what's going to happen with GameStop. They're going to eventually sell, but they're going to get way less money than they wanted before because now their stock has gone down. So,
right.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. Now it's sad. First it was a joke, now it's sad. Let's see if there's anything. All this talk of Amazon, Apple, and Google streaming games causes some to question whether there will be consoles at all. Yeah, they're saying that if the next consoles come out without a disk drive, it's over for all these companies. Which is stupid because you could just sell.
Could you? Yeah, I mean,
Why would you? Yeah, they're not going to sell disk drives. They want you to have that. What do they call it? DRM, where you're always online, and so they can combat piracy and shit like that.
So you can combat piracy.
Yeah, so having the disc and stuff like that, yeah, it's a big oof, Kaiser. You're right.
It's a big oof.
It's a big oof.
Big oof.
But I have seen other places like sell Steam codes. Like you just buy a card and it has a
that's
code.
it's gonna go the same way of like operating systems. You can't buy a CD for an operating system anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
You buy a USB stick.
Yeah.
Or a download code for the Microsoft Store.
Or GameStop will just be a kiosk in the mall where it has a bunch of these cards and you buy them at Valve should just open up their own fucking kiosks all over the place and just sell fucking because they can keep the sales going, they can like be like, oh, while you're at the mall, like, oh shit, that I didn't know that was on sale,
That is one way to do it. I mean, honestly, mall kiosks would probably be better for GameStop than what they're doing now, because I imagine the overhead of all their stores is draining them. If they switched over to something like just kiosks selling codes and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So I remember when I was like 16, 17, all I wanted to do was work at those fucking kiosks. But now I laugh. Or I just wanted to work at GameStop. Like I was like, oh, it would be awesome to work at GameStop. But, times have changed. Next piece of news.
Oh, times have changed.
Quantic Dream announces a new partnership and multi-platform plans. If you guys are not aware of who Quantum Dreams are, they have created the games Indigo Prophecy and Heavy Rain and Detroit Becomes Human. All those games that are heavy story-driven, supposedly, interactions and stuff will change the endings, and it's very in-depth. I played Indigo Prophecy back in the day. I just haven't played any of the newer ones. And the other thing is they said that they wanted to make games for all platforms. For the longest time, they've been PlayStation exclusive only for the last 8 years, and they decided that no longer. We're going to make games for all platforms. So there's that. David Cage, is that who Quantic Dreams is? Yeah. So, yeah, Detroit Become Human was a fucking...
So that's their story movie games, those things.
Yeah, so their last PC game was Indigo Prophecy or Fahrenheit, whatever. I don't know why it has two names, but depending what side of the Atlantic you reside. What?
They do that.
Different name, huh? So
yeah.
David Cage.
Movies do that. Movies will do that too.
Oh, okay. He appeared as himself in Indigo Prophecies, taking the role of the movie director during the game's tutorial. Oh, that's interesting. But anyway, that's a really good game, Indigo Prophecy. You start the game where you murdered an innocent person in a bathroom.
Perfect. My kind of game.
And you have to like get out, and there's like cops in there, and they're like, "Hey," and like it's like, what do you do? Do you run? Do you talk to them? It's crazy. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's good news for anybody that are fans of the series, and I guess they haven't been selling enough copies to be exclusive anymore. So that's it. Last piece of news: Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers is coming July 2nd, and yes, you will be able to use gunblades. Oh boy.
Gunblades. Mwah!
First of all, a gunblade is the worst idea of a weapon that I've ever heard of, dude. Imagine, why not just use the gun part? Why blade? Just give me a gun. Fuck the blade part, dude. They're called bayonets, But anyway.
Right, bayonets. You just attach a knife onto your gun. Bam, gunblade, boys.
It's Final Fantasy XIV is its online MMO, and it's going to be its third expansion, Shadowbringers. And I don't know enough about this game. I just thought
I'm just here for the gunblades.
I'm just here for the gunblades, dude. 9 new dungeons and some maintenance to the battle system. So
that's a lot.
That is a lot of new dungeons, dude. And doesn't Final Fantasy XIV have those bosses where like you go to sleep, you come back, and your guild mates are still killing it?
Oh, I have no idea. You have to ask Sushi about that.
I think 11 had that, but I don't know if 14 still had that. Several of Shadowbringers' new raids will be created by Nier's game designer Yoko Taro.
Ooh. Oh, boys.
All right, well, I guess the game does well. If people are,
It's still going. Yeah, it's popular.
that's it. I can see how excited people are in chat about this news. It's fucking dead in chat, dude.
Oh boy, a bunch of weeb shit.
Oh, gunblades, hell yeah, dude. I will go out all once. What is that fucking meme? All out this
I'll go
one
all
time.
out just this one time.
Yeah. Anyway. That's it for the news, guys. All right, podcast is over. We're never doing another
After the
episode.
news podcast over, go fuck yourselves.
Now I have to go figure out how to get this two stolen trucks.
2 stolen trucks.
Yeah, someone stole both of my father-in-law's trucks, so now we got to figure
One
out.
day on Super Bowl Sunday of all days.
On Super Bowl Sunday, dude. Who does it on God's day?
On this our Lord's Day.
Our Lord's Day
Our
of
Lord's Day.
Sunday 2019, Super Bowl Sunday. I mean, there isn't a holier day for an American.
God bless.
I mean,
God bless.
everyone, cross yourselves. Midwestern people are just, they're wearing their stupid hats and jerseys. I don't think you should be allowed to wear a jersey unless you're on the team. I think they should stop selling the jerseys. I think
you have to be on the team to wear this, sir.
if you're not on the team and you're not getting a contract from that team to be wearing that jersey, why are you wearing it? Why? I don't understand it. Our Lord and Savior Tom Brady. I know, dude. The guys talked about a lot. Anyway, anything you want to plug?
No, I got shit, boy. I'm too busy to be streaming and shit. However, there's 500,000 people watching PewDiePie right now.
Oh my god, it went up to 500,000? Holy shit.
Yeah.
You're wearing another man's name on your back. That's some gay shit. Yeah, that's some Chris D'Elia shit. See, Chris D'Elia talked about, if you're wearing my name on your back, then I can fuck you. That's it. You're my bitch. It's true.
Shit. Tom Brady about to be fucking a lot of people.
Yeah. What I will plug for you guys, since Czar is a loser that doesn't do anything. Where am I? Here. My new Cyberpunk video. It's on YouTube. Please go like and stuff like that. It is my how to start your own game of Cyberpunk. And believe it or not, it is the only one in existence on YouTube. It is the only tutorial that exists to teach you how to play Cyberpunk, the tabletop role-playing game. And if you go to YouTube and you type Cyberpunk Real Play, I'm the first one there because I am the only one in existence that has Cyberpunk content that is not fucking like 20 years old, okay? And I mean, there's some other guys here that did it 2 years ago, but then they just gave up. So there's that. Yeah, rest in peace, Titty Tuesday streams. I know. Hopefully it'll come back, dude, with a vengeance.
It will. It will. It's only a matter of time, boys. Don't worry.
I mean, the people want what they want. So if you guys want to support me, please go subscribe to my channel, John the Wise, and take a look at this stuff. If you type in D&D Real Play, I mean, it's just bombarded with like hundreds of them. There's so many of them, but there are none for Cyberpunk. So it's just weird to me, especially with that game coming out soon. I'm like I'm literally the only one doing it. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. If you guys want to support me on that, make sure you also catch my stream every day, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We play whatever the fuck I want to play. Sometimes it's League, sometimes it's that Army Men game, sometimes it's PUBG for like 2 games and then I rage quit and uninstall.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, boy.
But it's never fucking Fortnite, so you can rely on that. Wise and Sassy podcast, Point and Click podcast. What else, man? I do too many things. No stream today, Prince, because after this I'm actually going to go to Ray's house. So, and which we actually have to get ready for soon. Yeah, no, we're good. All right, so we're going to end it on there. Anything you want to say to the peoples are?
No.
Okay.
That took me way too long.
All right. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you so much for supporting the podcast. We love you guys. We'll be here next week with more Fortnite news. Bye. Oh, sorry. I fucked it, dude. Dude, can you do another? There. Ooh, that was a better one. All right. Bye, guys. You have a talent, dude.
We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people people care about our opinions.
They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away.
It smells like wet dog. We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Click Podcast. They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away. So stay woke, stay fresh,